Tonight on Studio 12 News, looking to buy in Durham? We've got the hot spots. Taking it all off for cancer research. And $200 million sure makes a supercomputer.
Good evening, I'm Kate Wheeler. Whitby versus Oshawa. It's a friendly but fierce rivalry that has been played out on the ice and on the lacrosse floor for decades. But now the battle is also going on in the real estate game. As Studio 12's Heather St. Amand tells us, there's a distinct difference of opinion when it comes to which side of the border is more appealing.
Whether you live in Oshawa or Whitby, housing prices have increased in the past 2 years. Residents wanting to get in on the housing market in Durham region can expect to pay anywhere from $260,000 to $325,000. Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation market analyst Sean Hildebrand says Oshawa is one of the fastest growing areas, not only in Durham but in the GTA when it comes to resale activity.
And the reason being is that it's relatively affordable within the Durham region and obviously within the context of the Greater Toronto area. So within the ranking of top municipalities in terms of overall sales growth and appreciation, Oshawa is one of the leaders.
Oshawa issued more than 1,100 building permits in 2011, and many new homes are going up around the city, with many more expected. However, sales representative Tanya Tierney, one of Durham's top realtors, has a different opinion on what areas are booming right now.
Whitby and Brooklyn are extremely busy. The market's booming here. The 407's coming through, so it's driving the market up. A lot of people are selling their townhomes for big dollars in the West End and coming here and getting 3,000 square foot homes. So it's really driving the market up.
With Durham expanding and houses constantly under construction, not everyone can afford a new home. So the question is, will we be seeing a decline in housing prices in the near future?
We're not expecting that housing prices are going to decline. We're expecting that housing price growth is going to moderate. It won't necessarily be growing at the same rate that it has been over the past while, and pricing should really begin to flatten out.
Heather St. Amand, Studio 12 News, Oshawa.
It went up today and now it's going down tomorrow. Tomorrow's GasPriceToday.com says the price of gas is dropping by 1.6 cents a litre overnight. Gas guru Dan McTagg expects the price of gas will stay between $1.25 and $1.35 until the May long weekend. The family of a Canadian skier who died while competing in Switzerland is demanding an independent inquiry. Nick Zuricic broke his neck when he crashed into netting at the end of a ski cross race last month. Officials called it a freak accident, but Zuricic's family says it was avoidable and they want to help prevent a similar tragedy. Tim Danson is the family lawyer.
This is the only way that we can properly expose the incomprehensible and stunning negligence that led to Nick's tragic death. This is the only way to avoid future tragedies. This is the only way to wake up those who are in a position of authority to make real changes.
The family says it won't file a lawsuit if the International Ski Federation agrees to the inquiry. Monsignor Paul Dwyer Catholic High School was transformed into a giant hair salon today as students and teachers chopped their locks for charity. Studio 12's Rita Nave has more.
Ready?
Sure, I'm ready. I'm just joking.
That's the reaction students and teachers had today before having their heads shaved.
How's it looking, girls?
Good, really good.
Oh, it feels great on my head. It feels like a massage on my head.
Max Travis was one of 16 teachers along with 23 students participating in Heads for Hope in support of sick kids. Peter Hoofman organized the fundraiser.
We had some students that have been struggling either with cancer or cancer survivors, and it just seems to be, it becomes an issue in the community. And initially we took it on as teachers, and after that the kids got involved and asked if they could take part, and of course we said, let's do another one.
I'm pretty excited.
Rebecca Weiss doesn't mind shaving her head. Weiss is a cancer survivor.
When I was 5 years old, I was diagnosed with Wilms tumor, which is kidney cancer, and I went through treatment for about 2 years. I had surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy, And ever since, I've been going back to Sick Kids.
Adrian Marino, who was sporting a Justin Bieber hairstyle, shaved it off for his sister.
My sister had cancer a few years ago, so it kind of made me feel like I should do it, and I don't know, I didn't mind.
To hear that he did it for me or whatever, and like the whole school doing it together is really cool. But like hearing that my brother did it, and like I'm sitting down there crying like a baby.
We do lots of fundraising. You know, when things have happened in Haiti or the tsunami, school steps up and does all kinds of wonderful things to raise money to help others.
All were proud to rock their bald look, and one teacher in particular is feeling good without the hair.
Slick, aerodynamic, and nice and cool.
This year they raised more than $5,000, beating last year's total, and funds will go to cancer research. In this bag, lots of hair clippings from today's marathon head shaving and cutting. Those who participated were great sports. They tell me they had a blast and can't wait to do it again next year. Rita Nave, Studio 12 News, Oshawa.
Actor Ryan Carnes is back in Durham region, this time for A Taste for Life, an Ontario-wide event that raises funds for local HIV/AIDS organizations. Studio 12's Alex Simpson sat down with Carnes in studio today.
Ryan, thanks a lot for coming back here to Channel 12. A Taste for Life kicks off tonight. Tell me what the goal of it is.
Well, the goal is, for one thing, the goal is to raise $10,000 for the AIDS Committee of the Durham region. And what we're trying to raise the money for is for AIDS service organizations around the area, around Oshawa, Toronto, Ontario, and like I said, our financial goal is a minimum of $10,000.
So what are you looking forward to most about tonight?
Eating. No. What I'm looking forward to most is, I think, just meeting people and saying thank you. I mean, that's one of the best experiences for me in this whole process. Like when I was up here last month, was just getting to meet all the different people, and so many people have come together to help this happen. You know, so many people came together to help facilitate my being here and help get me where I needed to go and prepare me and take care of me. And so many people are showing up for ACDR, the AIDS Committee of Durham Region.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, you know, so I think tonight is about saying thank you. And in a sense, the people who come to the restaurants to eat tonight, they're saying thank you too. You know, they're saying thank you with their dollars. They're saying thank you for doing what you're doing. Here, we're going to help you out. And all the restaurants who are participating, they're saying thank you. So I think tonight is really just about gratitude and thanks and celebrating what's sure to be a successful goal.
Among the people hosting tonight is Channel 12's Kate Wheeler, who will be at Burb's Bistro and Bar in Pickering, and Dan Carter will be at the Brock House in Whitby. It all kicks off right about now, and it's not too late to make a reservation. We hope to see you there. Alex Simpson, Studio 12 News, Oshawa.
For a complete list of restaurants participating in A Taste for Life, visit aidsdurham.com. And Mike Judson is here with our first look at the forecast. Mike, a nice return to the sunshine today. Can we catch a break with some warmer weather for tomorrow?
Well, actually, it should be at least 1 degree cooler for tomorrow, and we're going to have some showers coming in with a cold front that are going to slice temperatures moving forward towards the weekend. But it's not all bad. First, let's start with our 9 to 5 forecast. 5 degrees in the morning, mostly cloudy. Chance of showers throughout the afternoon. A high of 11 degrees is what we should be hitting by about 5 p.m. Those showers should be clearing up by tomorrow night. Things are going to get a little bit cooler, but it's still going to be quite sunny as we move throughout the rest of the weekend. Let's go back to you, Kate.
Thanks, Mike. The Whitby Sports Hall of Fame welcomes 3 inductees this weekend. Lacrosse star Ann Windover, Stanley Cup and Olympic champion Adam Foote, and NHLer Wayne Primo make up the class of 2012. Primo is excited to join his brother Keith in the hall and looks back on his days as a youth player in Whitby fondly.
I think that when you look back on it, for me, those are actually the best days of my playing. You know, it's like you said, it's just one of those things where you just enjoy it. It's fun. You make friends that you still have to this day, and there's really no pressure. It's just go out there, have fun, work hard, and play the game that you love. Oh, it's a great feeling. It's an honor. Like I tell many people, when people ask me where I grew up playing my minor hockey, I'm always proud to say Whitby. And when I got the call, knowing that my brother had already been inducted, it was truly an honor.
The Hall of Fame induction dinner goes Saturday night at Hayden Shore Pavilion at 6. Channel 12's Dan Carter will be the MC for the evening. For tickets, you can call Ron Graham at 416-540-3450. And Studio 12 News will feature full profiles of all 3 inductees next week. But right now, we have to take a break here at Studio 12 News. When we come back, a detailed look at the forecast and the works of one of the greatest artists of all time coming to the Art Gallery of Ontario. Stay with us.
Studio 12 News is brought to you by General Motors of Canada.
Welcome back. 150 paintings from the most famous artist of all time are landing at the Art Gallery of Ontario. And as Deanna Sumanak tells us, the exhibit of Pablo Picasso's work is being hailed as one of the greatest existing displays of art.
Pablo Picasso once said, "Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life." And the Art Gallery of Ontario is hoping many visitors will walk through its doors for that kind of a soul-cleansing experience. Starting on May 1st, the AGO will host an opulent exhibit featuring 147 of Picasso's best-known pieces from the Picasso National Museum in Paris.
The core for us from the very beginning was we wanted the very best from the museum. Maybe we could have done a negotiation in 1 year. It took 3.
Toronto is the only Canadian stop on this touring collection. When it opens, it will be the biggest exhibit of its kind in North America, and the gallery is hoping that exclusivity will give it the financial boost it needs. With the loss of some provincial grants, reduced private donations, and a 2% drop in attendance during the 2011-2012 fiscal year, times are tough for the AGO.
I think that an institution like the AGO needs the blockbuster, wants the blockbuster, by which we mean to say an exhibition that has a certain profile to it. And it wants it because it profiles the whole institution.
In other words, people might come to check out the Picassos, but stick around for the gallery's other permanent collections, maybe even become members. This art critic says the gallery's optimism about the blockbuster appeal of Picasso is justified.
I don't know if there's a more sort of bona fide ticket seller than Picasso. And Picasso, as I say, is, if not the most famous artist of all time, certainly the most famous artist of the 20th and 21st century.
A great coup for the Art Gallery of Ontario, and with the exhibit poised to take permanent residence at the Picasso Museum of Paris next summer, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Canadian art lovers to see those quirky, vibrant masterpieces up close. Deanna Sumanak, CBC News, Toronto.
Lisa McDonald is standing by at the assignment desk in Peterborough to tell us what they're working on for Newswatch at 6. Lisa.
Thanks, Kate. Ontario's finance minister says the province's deficit for last year won't be as big as originally expected. We'll have that story and much more coming up tonight on Newswatch. Back to you, Kate.
Thanks, Lisa. When we come back from break, Dan Carter will be here with In Depth. And don't forget, you can catch up with us online anytime at channel12.ca. And we're all on Facebook and Twitter. Can't stay off it. Stay with us. Dan's next.